If your mansion house needs haunting, just called Rent a Ghost. We got geeks and ghouls and freaks and fools at Rent a Ghost. Hear the Phantom of the Opera sing a haunting melody. No matter what you see is just a mystery at Rent a Ghost. Remember, what you see is just a mystery at Rent a Ghost.
You tricked me again! Ow! 17!
Welcome to October 2023, ladies and gentlemen. It is the beginning of Halloween, the best time of the year. Why? Because I said so, and if you don't like it, I will find you and sink my fangs into your beautiful neck. But just like Alice Cooper, that esteemed rock god himself, you've got to get excited right now for this momentous occasion, which is, of course, celebrating everything about witches, ghosts, ghoulies, and the less you say about my ghoulies, the better, actually. And Blade, Wesley Snipes, 1998. Why am I revisiting this film? Because I've got the 4K Blu-ray, I've got the actual rip on my PC, and I'm going to go through certain scenes that mean a lot to me, why I get excited about this film, why in fact it's like the best superhero film ever made. I'll go into that so you probably get a better understanding. I won't review every movie I pick for Halloween like this, but where it's convenient or where I can go through it and give you my heartfelt reactions, I just can't wait to give you a bit more of what's really great about this absolute classic with Wesley Snipes. And just because Wesley Snipes is a black dude, this is not the reason why I think this is the best superhero ever made. It just happens that he is Wesley Snipes in his prime, Demolition Man, Drop Zone, Passenger 57 with Miss Elizabeth Hurley, no less.
Why have you turned this plane?
We were told to head back.
By whom?
By me. What a waste.
So without further ado, folks, let's just get into this. Wesley Snipes, the Daywalker. Steven Dorff, badass. Oh. Yeah, this is something they did back in the day. I'm not sure if any other film had done this before in the horror genre where they sped up time, but this was the first time that I saw this, and I just found the effect just really alluring. I liked it. I don't know why. Also, you wouldn't know it to look at it, but this is actually Canada. This is probably Vancouver or British Columbia, so it definitely has that feeling of looking like a rustic version of Hell's Kitchen. So I really do like that. And normally I say, oh, film shot in Canada, oh God. But here, if you didn't know where this was, you would actually think it was New York. So kudos to Stephen Norrington, man. He had a great cinematographer here. Yeah, Chris Christopherson, was seeing his name in the credits. I'm like, okay, that's unusual. But I like it how he speeds up time. This is Donald Logue. Yeah, fantastic. Now.
What you got down there, little man?
Oh, that's my heat seeker.
I'll bet it is.
Yeah, Tracy Lords. We know who she is. This is my second film that I've seen of hers. Because if you know what she's famous for, it's probably not really worth going into that back catalogue, if you get my drift. Probably a back passage catalogue. And one of the earliest films I saw of her, it was almost very blurry. I thought, why am I watching this? But she's pretty good here, actually. It's a shame they didn't use more of her, but for the limited time she's on screen, I thought she was pretty good. And this gentleman right here is none other than Kenny Johnson, Lemansky in The Shield. If you haven't seen that police series with Michael Chiklis, absolutely fantastic.
So where are we going?
It's a surprise, baby.
Yeah, I like surprises.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Oh, this meat factory, I love this. This is so good. yeah, I hope you got STD testing before this kiss, Kenny Johnson. That's all I'm saying. You know, I've got fond memories of this scene, actually, because it does remind me back in the day when I worked at Planet Hollywood, and there wasn't a week that went by where I never went out to a nightclub and met people. It was just great. And, you know, one of the fondest memories I have about this film anyway, I actually saw it on the same day at a private screening for Warner Brothers back in 1998 November, because Blade was released on Friday the 13th in 1998. And the other film that I saw in tandem with this was Rush Hour. Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker. And yeah, I saw both of those films at the same cinema back in the day with a very beautiful Italian girl I was dating at the time called Jada. She had the most rocking body ever. Yes, she was from Italy and she tasted like honeydew. She was just, she was perfection personified. Why am I not with her now? Long story. Okay, so you know when I say that Blade is the best superhero movie ever made, and you're about to see the greatest introduction of a superhero. You know, words fail me. Like, every time I see this moment, I'm so lucky I saw this film back in its original release date. I'm glad. I'm not one of these people that watched it on a retrospective screening somewhere long after. No. I saw it on the day, motherfucker, because I was born at the right time and I happened to be in the right place, and it was great. Planet Hollywood back then, you can get yourself free tickets for preview screenings. In fact, long before the advent of YouTube, you'd actually have people from the various film distributors walking up to you. If you developed a contact, they'll say, hey, do you want to come and see this film and give us some feedback afterwards? So I do truly appreciate those times. I really do. Here we go. I would say shoot the DJ, but he was playing some rocking tunes. Oh, come on. Oh, I like how you don't see his face yet. Oh, that's so cool. I forgot about this. Oh, come on. There's Donald Logue. Look at that. Fucking badass. Oh, come on, man. Look at that. Look, what more do I have to say about this? You know, even though Spider-Man is my favorite comic book hero in terms of the reading paraphernalia, when it comes to movies, superhero movies, this is back in 1998, folks, where Marvel was just hoping for a hit. And this is what best considered a C-list character, D-list in the comic books, created by Stan Lee, no less. I need to point that out again. God, look at this. And he's got a little smile. He's just ready for action. I didn't even know at this point Wesley Snipes was an accomplished martial artist. I'd seen him in things like, was it Mo Better Blues? And, oh, he did appear in a couple of early Spike Lee films. I know he was in the film with Ming-Na Wen. I think it was One Night Stand. I might have that wrong. Look at that outfit. Look, God, just... Oh, that music. Come on. Fucking badass. Come on, man. Give it to me.
Hey, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off!
Whatever you say, honey. Well, that's probably the best head that Tracy Lords has ever taken.
That's him! That's him! Get him! Fuck him up! We're gonna jack you up! Make him hurt bad!
Donald Logue is such a douchebag. Come on, man. So badass, so bad. Come on, man. Oh, God, look at this. Look at this. Is this the moment I think it is? Oh, it is. Come on. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. All practical. Watch as he walks away. Leather coat. Just blowing in the wind. Look at that shot, man. Holy shit. Oh, this scene. Yes, yes, yes. I know what it is, God. So this is Donald Logue's charred body. They're about to do an autopsy on him. Oh, my word. I think at this point I bought myself a kebab. Now, you thought Wesley Snipes' entry in that nightclub was badass. I think the one you're about to see is just as good. Come on. There he is. Look at that. I just like how you see... I like the... Oh, God. I like the fact that from a character's point of view, they haven't seen Blade before. So just as they're about to look at them, they cut away just to see their reaction. Then it gets back to the main character in focus. I really do like that. It's a really clever touch.
Came back to finish you off.
Get out of my way, you freak!
Look at that. Come on, man. You want to be damn mind?
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
Oh, yeah, this scene. This is great. This is absolutely brilliant. You are about to see one of the all-time greatest moments in a superhero film. It's silent, it's deadly, it's badass, and it's just Wesley at his best. Oh, God. His vision is just amazing. Look at that. Nice soft landing. Come on, come on. Yeah, come on. Oh, always gets me. That moment, they always gets me. Oh, it's incredible. You just don't get stuff like that. You don't get moments that make you cheer anymore in the cinema, do you? It's all like, yeah, okay, comply, listen to the message. This is 1998, folks. Go and buy the Blu-ray. Preserve legacy. That's what it's all about. If you want to be entertained when we get the next lockdown, it's going to happen. Trust me. You want to have films like this backing you up in your arsenal. And I don't mean that arsenal, if you know what I mean. Stephen Dorff as Deacon Frost. Do you know what I like about this film so much? The focus isn't just on the hero. You've given equal screen time to the baddie as well. And that's why Deacon Frost is just one of the greatest, maybe the greatest cinematic, superheroic baddie of all time in the genre. And you know, Stephen Dorff, he went off the deep end last year when he's saying that the new Blade film can't match this. He's right. You know, they make the new Blade film. It's going to have BLM agenda, white police officer bad. It's going to have that stupidity in it. This is a film from 1998 where that wasn't even... Yeah, while he had the background of the Los Angeles riots and everything else going on in America, it doesn't have to play a part in a fictionalized superhero Marvel story, right? Oh, Udo Kier, great actor. If you haven't seen Suspiria from 1977, he's very good in that film. Accomplished actor, very good guy, like him a lot. I love this 4K presentation is incredible, by the way. I mean, God, look at the leather jacket, formerly a cowl. Look how it just pops on the screen. That's just insane. And the funny thing is, if you look at Mbushi right here, she's not an insufferable, typical black female character you'd get at the time of films being released in the cinema. She just played the role normally. It's not about the focus of your skin, even though I'm bringing attention to that. It's just the fact she's playing the role normally. No insufferability, nothing. Just play straight down the road, which I like.
Yeah, well, he said it would work against vampires.
Vampires? Who said I was a vampire, huh?
Nobody. He's a familiar. A vampire wannabe. If he's loyal enough,
they'll turn him.
So maybe his master will turn him.
Wait a minute. You use me as bait?
Get over it.
See, she's slightly insufferable there. Yo, how you used me? You made him come out to see me, and he's like, get over it. Love it, love it. Let's get straight to the point, man. Oh yeah, oh god, yeah, this scene. Oh, the Yankees fangs out. Oh my god, I can watch it, but I won't watch it for the purposes of this video. But holy shit, man. Oh god, yes. Now you know what? If they ever dared to remake this film today, you know they're going to make the villain a toxic white male. They'll probably draw some attention to that. Maybe Mahershala Ali's version of Blade will say something in reference to his color. But what I like about these two adversaries is like there is a mutual respect, probably more from Deacon Frost to Blade than the other way round. But there's like this... It's a quiet build up to what's eventually going to happen, but I do like their chemistry is dynamite. I've really got to say, it's fantastic.
It's nice to finally meet you, man.
See what I mean? He's actually got some respect for the guy, which I appreciate. And you see, that's what makes a good villain. They will not compromise on anything. He was even willing to throw a kid into oncoming traffic just to get Blade to save her, because he knows that he'll do that. So good. But he still takes a pot shot at him. And you see, that's what the fact she's a hematologist, it makes sense that she's asking questions about vampires and the sustainability for human blood. I love that. You see, very clever things that, you know, if you don't pay attention, you'll just overlook it. But I love moments like that. They're subtle, and it makes you go back and think, oh yeah, that's a really good point. This is Wesley Snipes at the top of his game. Remember that. I mean, the guy is definitely a shadow of his former self now, but there's a line coming up here which I think sums up pop culture as we know it today.
You better wake up. The world you live in is just a sugar-coated topping. There is another world beneath it, the real world. And if you want to survive it, you better learn to pull the trigger.
I will say no more about that. Yeah, the way I interpret this for a modern day audience, you better pull the trigger on woke entertainment. And I just love this quote. It's Wesley Snipes, man. God, I know they made a couple of more films after this, but Blade 1 is just... it's so super special. That's why I can watch this film at least on the same amount of watchability with the Fellowship of the Ring. I need to see his badass muscle car. Look at that. Oh, look at the car. Oh, God, that car is... oh, look. I didn't notice this before, but I don't know if this is an extra watching him or they weren't meant to do that, but I've just noticed that actually. But this location, I am a sucker for locations in films. And oh, look at that. The old branding. JVC, Sanyo, Sony, Alpine, Sharp. Again, if you did that now, those companies would probably need your permission or give you their permission before their branding is shown. But I guess the expectation was that maybe Blade wouldn't be a big hit. So I'll leave it in. But this film did pretty damn well, and to say it's had a cult following or continues to have a massive following is an understatement. But that car,
I have to stick with you. It's the only way that I'll stay alive.
I like the fact that he refers to her as a useless sidekick. But you know what? I'm turning up anyway, whether you like it or not, and I'm a hematologist, so you might need my help. Oh yes, where is she? Where is that black beauty herself? I'm not talking about Mbushi Wright. Oh, wow. What more can I say? That charger, the same one that Dominic Toretto used in the first Fast and Furious film. Oh, wow. I'm about to get a car orgasm. A cargasm.
I'm gonna come.
Oh. Yeah, I think you might want to leave me alone now. I think we're alone now. God, look at that. Look at this location. Everything's just practical. You know, if Marvel did this now in a Disney wokeified era of entertainment, it'll all be a green screen background. There'll be no attention to having a practical set going somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Don't worry, sweetheart. We haven't forgotten about you.
I know, baby. We got something real special.
These two together were absolutely hilarious. And yeah, Stephen Dorff and the velvet dinner jacket. It's a nice comedic touch, actually. It's like, ah, yes, my damsel in distress. I'm going to make your life a living hell. But before I do, you're going to have dinner with me. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So you had that wannabe cop before who wanted to be turned into a vampire, but as they've said here, it didn't quite work out. So sometimes when you're turning someone into a vampire, they necessarily won't become a fang-toothed disciple. Long before audiences were fawning over Chris Evans in Captain America, the First Avenger, Wesley kind of did it first in the superhero genre. I mean, holy shit, man. Bloody hell, this guy, that's a martial arts trained body. I mean, yes, he's done weights, but holy hell, man. That is something else. It kind of reminds me of the carbonite casing from The Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo. I just thought about that. Yeah, this is 90s fashion, folks. Leather. Yeah, forget about the Ross Geller situation in Friends regarding leather, but yeah, I used to wear a lot of leather trousers and jackets. I was a big fan of the Aviarex flight jackets. I still need to get one of those again, but they're expensive to come by now. And also, you can only wear them in certain times of the year, like towards the autumn and winter. It's not really a summertime jacket for obvious reasons. Probably explains why I looked so skinny back then as well, actually. I did like this blondie vampire right here. She was cute.
You should be. Read the
Hello, lovely.
It's time you fucks contributed something to the cause.
Yeah, so for all the bravado about, oh, there's no diversity in Hollywood movies, and you've got this vampire hierarchical society right here. You've got an Oriental man, a black man in the middle, and a white man at the end. Oh, no, there's no diversity. Oh, really? Okay. Well, remind me again where you think there's no diversity in movies. Well, you just put on a comment below my review section. Look at this. Billy Blanks doesn't have shit on Wesley Snipes. I'm telling you, he doesn't. Go on, Miss Jensen. I like the fact this woman is a doctor, right, in the film, and she's picked up a shotgun, and you can tell she's not really aiming properly, but she's trying her best. Given a Mary Sue today, in any film, pick one, I bet you she's so proficient with no training, oh, she can easily do things a guy can, right? But the fact she keeps... And also, I mean, she's going to miss her because she's a vampire. She can run more faster than a speeding bullet, so it makes sense. Oh, I do love me a good bitch fight. Oh, you see? She gets punched.
Enjoy this now.
Ooh. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Amazing. Just simply amazing. Look at this. So fucking badass. Break his neck. Go on. Yes. Oh, that never gets old. We know what line is coming up next. That's really good special effects.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Yes! Oh! And look, yes, I know the special effects are a little bit hokey here, even though it's 1998, but it's a superhero film, so you're supposed to take your head out of your ass and place it in comic book fantasy. That's what it's all about. And to me, they still hold up pretty well, and I accept for what they are. And just like The Thing, if you're going to complain about the special effects there, then you might as well whinge and whine about this. And I think it adds to the charm of the movie rather than taking anything else away from it. And I think also they couldn't make it too realistically gory, or we might have to give it an X rating, which will actually be the kiss of death for a film like this. So it makes kind of sense that some of the effects look a bit cartoonish and you don't see the real after effects of what happens when somebody is slain. So yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, and it's this scene here that in the deleted section of the Blu-ray and DVD, you see Blade looking at... Was it Morbius? I believe it's Morbius that he sees, isn't it? And he says, oh no, that guy's going to be trouble. So they were clearly hinting at some kind of a cinematic universe even back then, 1998. But I think they just threw it in there to see where it would go. And obviously, because of Wesley's disconnect with Steve Norrington, the director, you know, we never got that in the end. And it's such a shame they never brought back the character of Karen Jensen. I thought she was good, and Bushi Wright was a good actress, so just a shame. And of course, this is the build-up to the sequel. And yeah, I do like this. I love the blood red font. It just makes so much sinister sense. Oh, this film. Just it's just a classic. It really is. Oh, come on. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. My first video drop of October. Blade 1998 with Wesley Snipes, Chris Christopherson, Udo Kier, and Bushi Wright, and Stephen Dorff. Oh, and Donald Logue, and Kenny Johnson, and Tracy Lords. Did you enjoy my look back at the greatest superhero film ever made? If that is the case, leave a comment below, smash that like button with a steak, and like me, if I were you, and if you want to see more of these things, you better come back if you're me for the next video. I've eaten too many baked beans again.